festivities between the Deer and the Nuggets. And Giannis not too happy on Wednesday postgame. Listen in.
I really don't get it. I really don't. It's not like I'm not trying to be aggressive. I'm really trying to be aggressive, but our chemistry's not there. Guys are being selfish. Guys are trying to look for their own shots instead of looking for the right shot for the team.
Guys are being selfish. It looks like Giannis has a smaller locker than other people. Like, what exactly is going on? Ryan Rollins,
bigger guy.
He didn't swing it to Giannis. Giannis is open. He's cutting toward the basket, and no, why do that when you can kick out to a mere coffee three that misses? Coffee, like the drink, just not spelled the same. Giannis, his fourth game this season, one or fewer field goal attempts in the opening quarter. He has 56 over the last 5 games.
Oh,
that is tied for the fewest over a 5-game span since 2016. Julian Strawther gets that layup to go. Tim Hardaway Jr. Oh! Grown man's strength in the lane. He has 17 points off the bench. Giannis can only watch on the bench. Denver up by 15 going into the fourth quarter, and then Yanni Valles came correct. He had 14 points in the fourth quarter. This is the good as we show you the up and under. Rollins going to kick it out to Bobby Portis. Bobby had time to set his feet and hit that. Bobby, 11 points, made 3 triples. Under a minute left. It's a 5-point game. Milwaukee's come all the way back. They're down as many as 13 with about 10.5 to go. Zeke Naji, though, rebound with Giannis in the game. Giannis and the Deer. It's blocked. We're pushing it the other way. You can see the hitch and the get along right there. And actually, Doc Rivers said it looked like Giannis was just battling it all game. He goes, I didn't like what my eyes were seeing. This calf keeps coming up, and that's troublesome for all of us. He said Giannis was defiant about going back into the game, but Doc sat him down. It's free throws down the stretch. Kyle Kuzma has a rebound. We're going to pull from deep. Less than a second to go. Front rim. It was close. It was that close. But it's another Milwaukee loss. Here's Giannis on what he was feeling.
Go to MRI tomorrow. After the MRI, they will tell me probably I popped something in my calf, one of my shoulders or something. They will probably give me a protocol of 4 to 6 weeks that I'll be out. This is from my experience being around the NBA. After that, I'm going to work my butt off to come back. That will probably be end of February, beginning of March. Hopefully the team in a place that we can at least make the play-in or make the playoffs. And just take it day by day, try to get better.
All right, you hear that breaking news from the man himself. It is expected to be a 4 to 6 week injury. That is according to Giannis. And yes, the NBA trade deadline does fall within those 4 to 6 weeks. The loss dropping Milwaukee to 15-15 with Giannis this season. And now they'll be out. I don't know. He'll be out for a while. Milwaukee just 3-11 over that span of the 14 games that Giannis has missed this season.
Not too far away from Milwaukee is Detroit, home of the Eastern Conference leading Detroit Pistons and Kevin Durant and the Rockets, who have lost 5 straight games on the road. So that recipe spells for success if you're the Pistons. But KD was feeling some type of way. Jumper, got it. And he'd be jaw-jacking, wagging a little chin all morning to the players, to the coaches. Meanwhile, Cade Cunningham, 12 points. Lobs it to Jalen Durant, who elevates. Pistons up by 3 later in the second. Amen Thompson to KD. KD shoots, fires, immediately turns, and he's just chirping Luke Walton.
Oh.
That's right. KD just chirping Luke Walton, and then KD just elevating, feeling himself. Score tied at 44. KD's second straight game with 5 or more threes. He hasn't done that since 2019. Are we getting vintage KD? Well, right now you're getting Alperen Şengün. Just taking it to the cup. 2 of his 17 left-hand finish. Rockets up by a snowman. We're going to get 2 feet of snow here in New England. I'm excited about it. Cade Cunningham to Dennis Jenkins. Triple. Got it. Pistons, though, down by 5 on their home court. And then we get tangled up here. Rockets on the inbound. It's Ronald Holland II. Jabari Smith Jr. They're going to tango. They're going to tie it up. And this is the tango, not the fun kind. Because everybody has to go home, but separately. Smith Jr. receiving a technical. Eventually, they'd have to be separated. Less than 3 to go in the fourth. Rockets ahead by half dozen. It's Durant crossing Toby Harris. He averages 30 points per game against the Pistons in his career. 32 games against Detroit, so he's feeling it, man. On the road, when he's hosting him, where he's hosting him, it doesn't matter. Reed Sheppard gets to the cup. And the Rockets take care of business against the East's best.
Finals rematch, Pacers and the Thunder. Indiana, one of the worst win percentages, 222. Coming in, facing the Thunder, one of the best win percentages at 822, but it doesn't matter. Look at that score. Indiana up by 10 even after the SGA bucket, and then Shai Gilgeous-Alexander going to find Chet Holmgren. We got Amish Paradise from outside.
What are
2 for 4.
What are his fans called?
From distance.
His fan
Holmgren,
base?
25 points. They're called loyal. 25 points and 13
You had a
rebounds.
different word for them.
That's Andrew Nemhard. They don't call him Nem Easy. Pacers up by 10, and then SGA.
Oh, a couple extra steps.
Yeah, well, and it helps when you push off a little bit. But
And when you're the
he's
MVP.
trying to will the Thunder back into this game. SGA drive and spin in the lane. There have been games this season he hasn't even had to play the fourth quarter. They needed every bit of him. It's a 3-point game. Let's make it a 1-point game. As the layup line continues, SGA goes for 47 points. Back-to-back games with 40 or more points. Mark Dagnall said we played well enough to win for 36 minutes. We just needed 48. Isaiah Joe's shot goes begging, and that is it. The Pacers beat the Thunder, 117-114.
All right, Brooklyn. Jaylen Brown about to uncover another triple-double. The Celtics have won 9 straight against the Nets in Brooklyn. That's the longest streak at the Nets in Celtics franchise history. Jaylen Brown, just a soft kiss off the glass. 94-91, we're picking things up with 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. It's Brown, a career-high 12 assists. Right there, he finds Peyton Pritchard. Pritch, please, triple, got it. Celtics up 10, 2 minutes to go. Oh, the Brooklyn Nets are playing like a team who doesn't, at this very moment, look like a lottery team, but they certainly are. Michael Porter Jr.'s 3 is off, but Nick Claxton there to clean up the glass. So we go to overtime. Brooklyn actually out-rebounded the Celtics 58-41. Noah Clowney, triple, got it. The Nets have a lead against the Celtics, 113-112. But look at the inbound. Amari Williams, 3/4 court, gets it to Pritchard, who drains the triple. Celtics get to within 2. The deficit is 3 at this point. Joe Mazzulla swapped out some defense for offense. The 19-year-old rookie, Hugo Gonzalez, fresh off the bench, triple, 35% from 3. He hit 2 threes in this game. That one right there in clutch time, as clutch as you can get. Manual transmission is what we're talking about clutch-wise. We head to a second overtime. It's millennial anti-theft. 2 minutes to go. Celtics up 125-124. Sam Hauser puts the Celtics up by 4. Boston was 22 of 51 from 3. That's 43%. You're going to win a lot of basketball games. That right there, closer proximity. Peyton Pritchard had 32. Jaylen Brown had a triple-double, and the Celtics avoid a scare from the Nets.
Welcome back. Bucks star Giannis Antetokounmpo did not finish Friday night's loss to the Denver Nuggets because of a right calf injury. Giannis said he was feeling it the majority of the game but did not want to stop playing, but in the end, he just couldn't move anymore. After the game, before even getting his MRI, Giannis said he expects to be sidelined at least 4 to 6 weeks based on his experience from being around the NBA. David Dennis Jr. joins us now on SportsCenter. David, how does this Giannis injury impact what the Bucks will do at the trade deadline?
Okay, so for the short term, I don't think this Bucks team they're no longer buyers during for the trade deadline and trying to build around Giannis. But long term, the first order of business for Milwaukee, I need to see what this actual MRI says, because my hope deep down, if I'm Milwaukee, is I don't want to see Giannis in a Bucks jersey for the rest of the season. Because if that happens, you can truly back up the tank in Milwaukee. Because now you can secure a possible top 5 pick. You can move on for some of those contracts and pieces. And Scooby, you know what that means. We're back here in the offseason where we have been for the last few years, where we are trying to figure out the best way to build around Giannis and Milwaukee, because I feel like we are doomed and destined to be talking about, will Giannis stay? Will he not stay? Do they have enough around him in Milwaukee for the rest of our lives? Because this is where we are with this organization.
Yeah, that's exactly what the entire NBA is talking about, because take a look at this tweet from Bobby Marks yesterday. In the 2023-24 season, there were 27 trades in the NBA. Then in the 2024-25 season, there was 25 trades. This season, just 1 so far. The Giannis situation has essentially had the NBA on hold. So with that said, do you expect a lot of movement here in the NBA as we approach the deadline?
I don't, and part of it is a little bit of the bad luck with these injuries. We just talked about Milwaukee not being buyers because of the Giannis injury. I think Golden State was a team that was looking to buy, but now the Jimmy Butler thing throws that in flux. And then some of the other big names have a lot of high risk to them. Anthony Davis is perpetually injured and a huge contract. John Morant, there's not a big market for him. So I think some of these big names and big moves are not really going to happen come trade deadline. Of course, the NBA can always surprise us. But the one team that I do think needs to make a move and should make some move is the Detroit Pistons. They're right there at the top in the East. They're on the cusp of something special this year. I know they're young. They want to be patient. But that Detroit team, they could really make a move to bolster that offense and really put themselves ahead in the East that is kind of floundering this year, that is wide open for them. Another big piece on a player standpoint is Michael Porter Jr. I think he's the best guy out there to really boost another squad. I think those are two places that if you really want to be froggy come trade deadline, you want to look at Michael Porter Jr. or maybe Detroit making a move.
Yeah, at the end of the day, us NBA fans love to see superstars on the move. The NBA trade deadline is just less than 2 weeks away, so we'll keep an eye on that. David Dennis Jr., thank you.
NBA